We live in an age where the pendulum has swung far, to where men are almost afraid to come off as too patriarchal. They fear that if they do, they won't be desirable by women. Hello again, brothers. I do appreciate that you are taking the time to watch this video. Let's get right to it. Today I want to talk about masculine, feminine polarity and 4 reasons why your relationship might not work out if that polarizing force is not happening in your marriage. We live in an age where the pendulum has swung far, to where men are almost afraid to come off as too patriarchal. They fear that if they do, they won't be desirable by women. It's been trained into the woman's brain for several generations now that that's bad and oppressive towards women, and we need to have equality in the sense of gender roles. So let's take all those labels I just used and set those on the table for now. Through this video, I simply want to talk about feminine energy and masculine energy. They're not gender specific. They're 2 forces that exist in our universe. And so this could apply to either sex. Masculine energy is grounded, solid, it's firm. It penetrates into something and creates something new. It knows where it's going. It's direct. Feminine energy is changing, creative, soft. It brings new life. It challenges. It encompasses. It comforts. It receives. These are 2 very different energies, aren't they? The first reason your marriage will fail without masculine-feminine polarity is the removal of those opposing forces creates the roommate situation. Let's realize that there is harmony and there is polarity. 2 different things. Harmony is something we can feel with our buddies, we can feel it with our family members and our friends. Polarity, there's some spice with that. With polarity, it draws out because of an opposing force. It pushes us beyond our safe edge and into something a little bit scary. But when we can do it with someone in a trusting way, it's exciting and it expands who we are. It expands our experience. So the roommate situation is many times caused by the man trying to harmonize with his wife instead of being okay with what actually polarizes her. Number 2, there needs to be a sense of containment for feminine energy to really open and relax and express itself and be creative and soft and receptive. Those are all very vulnerable things. Masculine containment is not trying to control a woman. Imagine it like this. When a king takes full responsibility for his realm and he oversees how it's going to operate, and it has clear borders, everyone inside those borders gets to relax. They feel safe. The king is taking care of the realm, and everybody that is in it gets to be a beneficiary of it. With our wife, we take such ownership of her, and we take such responsibility for who we're being, that she gets to feel safety and trust. And those are 2 vital ingredients for her to be able to open and bloom and soften and be receptive. The important thing to remember when it comes to masculine containment and the dangers of if your relationship is going to work out or not is that masculine containment is always a response. It's not a reaction. If she keeps pressing you and she is met with reactions, your relationship is in trouble. Number 3, sexual desire, and specifically the roles of sexuality. There's always one who's giving and one that's receiving. Now, this could change moment to moment. It could change while you're having sex. It could change several times over the next hour on who in the relationship is the one leading and which one's following. It really doesn't matter who's doing the leading and who's doing the following. What's important is that neither of us get stuck in a role that isn't our natural resting place. All of us just within our personality, which thanks mom and dad and grandpa and all of my ancestors that have passed on their personalities to me. I am the continuation of them. Within that is a natural resting place where maybe I am more soft and receptive, or maybe I am more rigid and direct. Whatever that natural place is for you that you are completely calm in. If we can't access that, the relationship is going to suffer. Becoming unstuck ourselves is the first step. We must take personal responsibility. And a woman who is stuck in her masculine will at first feel excited and empowered, and almost like a sense of freedom is upon her that she loves. But the results of being in that energy, will end up not liking. She will get resentful. She'll get angry. She'll get pissed. She'll say, why do I have to do everything? Why can't anybody help? And all these complaints will come from her being in her masculine. When somebody fills that role, other people tend to disengage from it. Oh, she's got it. Oh, she'll figure it out. Oh, she'll deal with it. Because she has been. For a woman to be able to let go of that and not stay stuck there does require that the man steps up and starts taking responsibility for some things that need to be clear, direct, or confronted, organized, or figured out. When a man starts taking lead like that, she can unstick herself and, again, go back into her feminine state. If your relationship has been where the woman has been wearing the pants for an extended amount of time and you're just riding along with whatever she decides, your relationship is in trouble. Unless that is truly, genuinely where she is completely relaxed in herself and happy and loving it, which I doubt, there is trouble. Number 4, love only goes as deep as it's been tested and proven to be trustable. We call it shit tests, right? We've read about this. We've talked about this. And when a woman is testing who we are, there's a sense of appreciation we need to learn to hold on to in those moments. Because when she truly pushes who we are, and when she challenges our perceptions, when she gets in the way of what we're trying to do, all of these things make us stronger. It's like going to the gym. It's because of these challenges that the muscle gets strengthened, and she can know its strength, and she can love deeper and deeper as she feels your strength and just how deep it is. But if it's never tested, there's no depth to the love. It's like a boat sitting on the shore that we've never actually put in the water, so we don't really know if it can float. I can tell you from personal experience that when your wife gets to the point where she no longer is testing you, there's been the removal of the polarizing opposite. It's because she really doesn't care about you anymore. And you are on borrowed time for that relationship. So what can you do about all of this? I have an offer for you. If you are willing to set aside 90 minutes, so am I. And we'll both talk and decide if working with me one-on-one is the right fit for you to gain some masculine polarity in your life. There is a process that is very effective, and why I know it's effective is because I'm using it in my life. It was taught to me by other men. And so I've seen firsthand how this affects relationships and how it affects career, how it affects the abundance of money and happiness and your sense of well-being. If this is something you'd like me to coach you in, let's talk. Maybe that's not a good fit for you. That's okay. We could still talk. And we can become clear and solid on what your next step should be. When it comes to masculine and feminine polarity, the man always knows where he's going, and it's beyond family, beyond wife, beyond the current situation that has him concerned. He is clear on his purpose and his mission. Getting that clarity is essential. And I want to help you get that. Talk to you later, brothers.